What's up, y'all? Let's get into another episode here. Yeah, let's get right into it. Well, I watched some movies this weekend. Watched a bunch of movies, and I got some stuff for y'all, okay? Some popular stuff, and some stuff I don't know if y'all heard about it yet. Let's get into the first one. Saw a movie called M3GAN. I don't know if you guys heard about it or seen it. It's out right now. It's spelled M3GAN with a 3 in it. It's like M3GAN, right? M3GAN. M3GAN is basically like it's like a cross between Chucky and I don't know if y'all remember this, but back in the day there was this show called Small Wonder. It was about this like little white girl, Vicky. She was a robot. She lived next door. I don't know if any of my 80s babies out there, but it was a show called Small Wonder. And it was just basically like, I don't know, like a girl, middle school, like, I don't know, like a middle school age girl or whatever, right? They kept her in the closet, and she was like, that like, it was like the dad was like a scientist type shit. And he would like, everybody come home, all the white people come home, and they're like, oh my God. And he was like, hey, I got something great for you. I made Vicky. And it was Small Wonder. It was the robot, little robot. And we watched it in the 80s. We loved the show. And she came out, they made her go to school and shit. And we just pretended like it was cool, like it was normal. Like, oh shit. Everybody does that. Nobody thought about it. Then also back in the day, we used to have Chucky, Child's Play. I ain't gonna lie, I never was really, I wasn't never really scared of Child's Play like that. It's a doll. It was a doll. I don't get how people be scared of Chucky. They were like, oh, that shit was scary. I was scared. I wasn't scared when I first saw it. Most horror movies, believe it or not, if y'all haven't figured it out by now, most horror movies are like, I don't know. It's like a similarity between horror movies and comedy. They pretty much putting out the same content, fam. And the actors in horror movies it's about the same level of acting you would get from an adult film star, fam. Real talk. Adult stars that's busting it open and everything like that, they got the same talent level as the actors and actresses in horror films. Sometimes it's the same people. Sometimes I damn sure bet you it's the same director. It's always the same director. It's always the same director. Whoever is doing horror movies, he just finished doing booty movies. I promise you. He was just doing booty films. He was just doing movies where they literally took all the cameras and had to... All right, you ready for Halloween? Roll them. That's pretty much how that happens, y'all. It'd be all campy and cheesy, stuff like that for the most part. But with like I said, Child's Play, it was a movie about a doll. I mean, in the 80s, I think it was just something different, man, just to have a doll. Because you had dolls back then. You had what do you call it? Not My Little Pony. My Buddy. You had these dolls called My Buddy dolls. And it was like a thing. I'm little. My Buddy dolls was my height. Okay? They was big-ass dolls. Like 3-foot dolls or something like that. And, when you were a kid, the doll is about your size or something like that. And that's what Chucky was. Chucky was like a spinoff of My Buddy, and he came to life at night, and he was possessed, and he, was killing people. But like I said, it was dumb. It's a horror movie. It's dumb. All the monsters in horror movies, they not athletes, dog. It's not like you getting chased down by LeBron or you getting chased down by the Juice. No pun intended. Like, these dudes they just be walking. Sometimes they be fat dudes, old dudes, and in this case, in Child's Play, it was a fucking doll. Knives, way more than dolls. The weapons he was picking up to kill people with, way more than the dolls. So, I mean, all that stuff is just like comical bullshit, whatever. So, like I said, Chucky was cool for the 80s or whatever that shit came out. Maybe for nostalgia or something like that, but like for some real life, practical shit, Chucky would get beat up by bad kids. Like, for real. Like, hood kids would fuck Chucky up. If Chucky was out, you know, like a real thing, hood kids would be beating. Hood kids would be having Chucky to use Chucky to fuck other people up. Niggas be customizing their Chucky doll. Some of the Chuckies that have braids, dreadlocks, shaved heads, tattoos. They yoke them out. I'm just saying, kids are wild. Kids are wild. Kids are way scared in the dark. Kids are way scared in the dark. When I was a kid, I remember I used to have this doll. I had a My Buddy doll. True shit. And I vaguely remember, like, I just remember it was cold as hell. It was cold one day in the house, and I was real little, and we used to have this heater. The heater came out the floor. It wasn't like the central air heaters that we got now. This heater, it was back in the day in the 80s and stuff, and we had a heater that came out the floor. It was like a black gate or something like that on the ground, a certain part of the house, like a little grill or something, but heat would come out the ground for real. So if you walked over there and that part of the house, that was where the heater was. The heater would come out the ground. Anyway, and if you was cold or something like that, like in the wintertime, you can go over there and just stand next to it. It'll heat you up real fast, like that. If you cold, you just stand by the heater. Well, I'm a little kid. I didn't know too much. I didn't know better. I took my buddy doll. Once again, my buddy looked like the Chucky doll, but he was black. I had a black My Buddy doll. He had little soft curls. He looked like Alfonso Ribeiro. Carlton from Fresh Prince. He looked like a miniature version of Carlton with some overalls on. I remember walking with my buddy. It was cold. I was cold. The dog was cold. So I remember taking the dog and just sitting him by the heater. I was like, I'm going to heat him up. You know, you're a kid. When you're a kid, you don't know better. And I remember I set him down next to the gate. I put him on the heater thing. And I went out and played and did some more stuff. The dog must have slumped, like, and fell down and laid out. And like, he was just laid out like this on his back. I don't know, like after like 30 minutes or something, my mama came in here and she was like, boy, what is your dog doing on the heater? If you don't get that dog. I was like, all right, I got it, Mom. Man, I ran and grabbed the dog, and he was on fire. The dog was on fire. I remember I had to do this for him because his back was on fire. So I patted his back out, and I remember like for the rest of that time I had the damn dog. For years, I was a little kid, man. The whole time I had that dog, I remember he had a big giant hole in his back. There's a big hole in his back, big burn scar in his back. And my mom, my family, they used to call me names. Brent be burning dolls up. Brent be torturing his toys. He tortures his dog. That's how I know for a fact, like, Chucky and Child's Play would not survive around hood kids. Because even when we don't know that we're doing it, apparently we torture our motherfucking toys. I didn't know that I was like Satan to my dog, nigga. I was taking him to hell and burning this nigga. Like, I didn't know to an adult, if you come and you look at a little kid and his toys and you walk up on him and you be like, hey, little man, what's up? Hey, what you playing sports? What you got there? You got some toys? Let me see what you... Oh. The fuck? Oh, shit. What you... Wow, okay. So you... Was he bad? That's all I was at. Was the toy bad? You burned him, nigga. Okay. My toys did look kind of crazy. I had an Alf doll. I don't know if y'all remember Alf. Hey, Willie, give me 4. Alf was an alien puppet type thing, like in the 80s and shit. I had this Alf. Google him. You don't know what Alf looked like? Google Alf. I had an Alf doll. Same shit. Big ass, like 3-foot doll or something. He talked. I mean, you could touch his stomach and he would say stuff to you. Back, a talking toy. Let's have a good time. Hey, do you have any cats? I'm hungry. I don't know. They say all kind of weird shit. I didn't burn Alf. But I did cut his hair. I remember that I did cut his hair. I got some clippers. And I was like, fuck it. Because when nobody let me try on him, my brother wouldn't let me try and practice on him. I didn't want to practice on myself. I got to get good first. Let me get good first. So I grabbed Alf. And I shaved his hair. I used to give him a fade, get a nigga a flat top. Matter of fact, I cut all my toys, like all your what do you call those type of toys? The ones that ain't plastic and rubber, the kind that you fight in them like that. And you know, I mean like I don't know, what you call those, dolls or whatever? Big ass stuffed animals? Stuffed dolls? Yeah, I'm shaving your hair. I was cutting the hair. If you walked in my house as a kid, you saw all kind of shit. My house looked like that little poster when you go to the barbershop and they got like them 30 heads on it. That's what my house looked like. That's what my room looked like. If you went in my room, you gonna see all 30 different haircuts of the 90s and the 80s. I had bowl cuts in there, fades. Some of these niggas somebody had the Gumby. That's when you give them like a ramp. Alf had a cold flat top. I just gave him a cold, linked him up, gave him a taper, edge up, all that. My mom thought I was crazy. Mom used to come in there, what the hell is you doing with these toys? So that's what I'm saying, like toys around creative kids it can go bad for the toy. I don't understand how the toy could go bad for the kid. I ain't never had a toy that I was scared of. Ever. I can only imagine what the toy was thinking. What the fuck is this nigga doing? He got me fighting Alf. But this movie right here, M3GAN is the new version of all this. M3GAN is the new version of Chucky, the new version of Small Wonder, all of that. M3GAN is a movie about a little girl who was brought to life like AI. She looked real. She looked real. I think in the movie is played by a real girl. It ain't even like some android shit. There's like a girl with a mask on that play it. And same shit. It's a kid that's given a toy in the movie. Spoiler alert, it's a kid that's given a toy in the movie, and everything is great at first, just like it was for me. Just how I was, what my buddy. We was cool at first. The little girl and M3GAN, they were good at first. Big ass doll about her size. Speak. It talks. The doll talks. Hi, how you doing? Says all kind of friendly shit to her. What's wrong? Comforts her in her times of need. Grief can be a sad thing. Do you want me to sing you a song to help you with times of sadness? And the little robot doll toy M3GAN would sing to the little girl, all kind of shit. They was having a good time, having a ball. Until M3GAN goes bad. Just like Chucky. Just like most horror films. They start off cool, start off great, and then they start getting real silly. Silly as shit. M3GAN's supposed to be like the #1 toy that everybody's in the world is supposed to be getting. It's supposed to be the new high-tech toy. Got all this technology on it. Every kid is going to want this toy. So the developer of the toy gives it to her little niece. And her niece is basically doing like a beta testing. You know, she just rocking the toy. She just plays with the toy. She's got the toy for free. She rolls with the toy, rocks the toy, takes the toy everywhere with her. Little girl took the toy to summer camp. Takes the toy everywhere. And when you see the toy, the doll M3GAN, it looks like, for the most part, I mean, like a regular little girl, with a robot face. Hi. So happy to meet you. Like, does simple shit like that, right? But of course, just like every other one, just like same shit. This is my problem with the movie. Give me something new. Give me something different. That's all. This is the same shit that I saw with Chucky. Chucky played with a kid, and then what? He goes bad just for whatever reason, because his emotions, he locks into human emotions and starts going bad and shit. It happened on Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger had a movie called Terminator. It wasn't a toy, but it was the Terminator. Terminator 2. Terminator starts off normal, it's cool, it's a robot, and then what happens? The robot goes bad and wants to take over humanity and hook up with all other robots. Well, that's the same shit what M3GAN was doing. M3GAN kept getting smarter. The technology was too good, and she kept getting smarter and smarter to where the robot starts seeing flaws with humanity, starts seeing flaws with humans. And then she, nah, fuck that. I need to beat his ass. And then she go and do that. That's how she process it. Oh, you hurting my kid friend. I need to kill you. That's how the robot is processing shit. Oh, you doing the homie wrong? I need to fuck you up. Oh, you not listening to what I'm saying? I'm just going to rip your arms off and fuck you up. It's like, it's just very, you just expect everything. I mean, everything about the movie is just predictable as hell. Okay, everything's going cool. You friends with the little girl. Let me guess, now things are going bad. So what, the little girl gotta fuck you up? I get a movie about a 6 out of 10. If you get a 7 out of me, that's great. 6 is kind of like, it was all right. It's watchable. 6 is watchable. 7 is cool. 7 and up is good, obviously. But I would have to give it a 6. Like I said, it was okay. It was watchable. If you just want to see something different, you chilling with your girl, or you by yourself, or whatever, you just want to watch something different, sure, go ahead, check it out. But I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not gonna be like, it ain't gonna be one of them like, whoo. Now that was a good movie. I mean, I don't see it. I don't see you going to tell a friend and recommend nothing like that. But like I said, it's one of them things, if you at home and you chilling, you get a chance to stream something, it's okay for as long as you can watch it. It's cool. Like I said, it's a modern day Chucky movie. That's about it. I can give it that. There's another movie out right now. Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. When I heard about this movie, I was thinking, oh, great, cool. Another Disney movie or Disney-like movie or something like that. You know, some of these movies that you didn't heard about. I know Disney was doing a lot of re-imaging of their movies, repackaging them, so they would take something that's like a scary, well, no, I'll take it back. A regular movie, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and then they flip it and then give you like the gritty version of it. You know, and so on and so forth. I know Disney does, a lot of different companies is doing it. Well, in this case, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. This is not your typical Disney movie. This is not your typical fairy tale, cartoon, animation, kids movie. Matter of fact, Disney didn't even make this at all. This movie was made by some British people in the UK. They made this movie off, I believe, $100,000. $100,000. They filmed it for 10 days, put it in some festivals, and shit blew up. It's made over 4 million so far, and right now it's showing internationally. It's already kind of blew up a little bit. It's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Okay, you ever watch a movie and it's like, it's so bad that it's good? Well, this movie didn't get better. It stayed bad and gave you like a little like intrigue. Like you would watch it because the Winnie the Pooh that you grew up on. Hey Pooh Bear. Hey Owl. Hey Piglet. You remember? Oh, bother. If it isn't Christopher Robin. Oh, perhaps my tummy can use a spot of honey. Please, Christopher Robin. Oh, Pooh. And he'd hug the bear and they'd have a good time. The little white dude was having a great time with his stuffed animals, yo. Great time. Great time. Having adventures and shit. He's going in the woods. Oh, don't forget Eeyore. He's my favorite. Even though he's sad all the time, he has nothing really to be upset about Pooh. It was Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Everybody loves Winnie the Pooh. My daughter was born. I got her a Pooh. It was her first teddy bear. She loves him. Winnie the Pooh, everybody loves him. The golden bear. Well, in this movie, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, it's a horror film. This movie is a horror film, and it's basically Christopher Robin. The Christopher Robin character is a dude, and he goes to college. So he has to leave Pooh and the homies. He had to leave them. Pooh, Rabbit, Owl, Eeyore, the whole crew. He was kicking it with them, hanging out with them in the forest as a kid. But he gets a little older. He has to go to college, become a doctor and shit like that, whatever. So he has to leave. Well, this one, like I said, is reimagined, and it's gritty. It's real like, if you can say that. So if it wasn't a cartoon, this is, whatever. So it's like a real dude. He gets older. He goes away to college. He like, I gotta become a doctor. But in the meantime, Pooh and the animals, they change. So apparently, as they were describing it in the movie, that these are some hybrids. He found some hybrids in the forest and just started to play with them as a kid. And it was Winnie the Pooh, Owl, Rabbit, Eeyore, blah, blah, blah. They're all hybrids who can speak. They have humanistic voices. They're hybrids. Half humans, half animals. But they can speak, and he plays with them. Well, when he goes away to college, he leaves Pooh and friends in the forest. And they there for a little while, a little minute. Year goes by, 2 years goes by. These niggas are fucked up. They don't have Christopher Robin to come and play with them, help him, show him shit, feed him, whatever he was doing with them. He gone. He not there. So the animals get mad. Pooh gets mad. Owl gets mad. Eeyore, all of them, they get mad. They go hungry. They don't know how to survive in the woods. They've been playing with a little white man this whole time, little boy. They ain't been doing like animal shit, so they don't know how to survive in. Now, mind you this, you gotta understand that this movie is weird. And first off, before I even finish, I'm gonna give it a 3. 3.5. I give it a 3.5. Okay, this movie was terrible. This movie sucked. It's terrible. They're hybrid animals, but they basically people. It's basically people with animal heads. And they get a little weak and weary in the forest and don't know how to eat and know how to find shit. So what they do, they kill the donkey. They kill Eeyore. They kill Owl. They kill Rabbit. They eat them, okay? But then they sad about it, and then they revert and go back to their animalistic ways. I guess this might be a metaphor for all of us. Real shit. Real shit. You know, if you had a dog, your favorite dog, your little Scruffy, all that, you leave Scruffy in the streets, in the woods, whatever, and don't fuck with Scruffy. Don't give him any food. Don't give him any water. Don't give him shit. Scruffy going back to a dog. A dog. Next time you see him, it's a fact. Cat. Same thing happened with cats. You know what I'm saying? Little whatever. Oh, man. All that shit, right? That same cat. That same snowball, whatever. Leave that cat around. Leave the cat alone. Don't feed that cat for a while. That cat come back. It's going to be feral. It's going to be wild. Evolution happened fast, y'all. It don't take millions of years like that. Evolution can happen. You can evolve in your own lifetime. You can evolve in a couple months, man. Dead ass. Couple months, you can evolve right back. That same cat that you done left for like 2 months. Next time you see it again, it will hunt you. It will fucking hunt you if it gets hungry enough. Okay? So these animals are out in the forest. They wild. Hybrid. Now, I'm telling you again, it's a 3 out of 10. This movie is terrible. These are people walking around with jeans on and boots with animal heads. And it's just Pooh and Piglet left. That's it. Because they had 8 Eeyore. They 8 Rabbit. They 8 Owl. So now they feral and they wild. And Christopher Robin, he's a man now. He goes back home. And he brings his bitch. He brings his bitch. Oh, yeah, I want you to meet these animals. I want you to meet my friends. He has this British accent. It's all great. As soon as he gets to the forest, Pooh and Piglet fuck him and this bitch up. Okay? They kill the girl immediately. And fuck Christopher Robin up. Okay? And then the rest of the movie, they just chasing other people and killing them as well. This is not what you remember from Winnie the Pooh earlier. This Pooh is like 7 feet tall. This Pooh is about 7 feet tall. He wears jeans and a flannel. He eats honey. Piglet, same shit. It's like a big fat dude with a pig head. That's about it. This movie sucks, yo. And they just out there killing everybody. They just killing. They literally just go and kill everybody. And then it's over. There's no point to this movie. There's no story, arc, line, redemption factor, none of that shit, yo. It's just Pooh and Piglet go ham. Actually, I'm gonna change it back. I give this movie about a 5. I'm gonna take it from a 3. Put it back to a 5, 6. Cause you know what? It is a horror movie now. Like as I was saying earlier, it's a horror movie. Horror movies are supposed to be stupid. They're not supposed to make any sense. They're supposed to be dumb as fuck. So shout out to M3GAN. Shout out to Pooh, Blood and Honey. Yes, they were dumbass movies, but if you rolled up, got you something to drink, and just sat there and chilled, you probably would enjoy it. You probably would like it. So you want to watch some stupid movies? Check out M3GAN. Check out Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. You're welcome. Thanks. Peace.